back to Vinyl Reviews with John. Today, we are talking about Metallica's freshman album, Kill 'Em All. Metallica are by far the most influential band of the thrash metal genre, and arguably the most important band to metal in general. But let's see if this album still holds up after 40 years. This album is pretty special to me. I really love this album. It's very iconic. Hell, my band even played this entire album to promote its 40-year anniversary.
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us for All Chapters Day 2023. We're the Harvesters of Utah. Yeah! And today we have Phantom Lord.
Yeah! And they will be playing No Remorse. Take it away.
And it was probably the best gig we've played yet. We really made no mistakes. It was also the first gig with our bassist Carson, so it was a really great gig and a really long one. We played a 4-hour set. The first set being entirely Kill 'Em All, and the other two sets being a bunch of songs that we like to play, including a couple Metallica songs and our own songs.
This one's called Thrasher. This is one of the first fully serious songs we actually wrote.
But enough of this, let's get on with the review. Alright, Metallica Kill 'Em All. This is a very influential metal album. Let's spin the record, which starts out with the fade-in of the guitar, drums, bass of Hit the Lights. And right after the power chord hits and Lars Ulrich's drum fills, you get one of the most iconic thrash riffs ever. This song is probably the perfect way this album could have started, and it's about adrenaline of performance. And even cats like this song. I actually really like when the song goes into this sort of breakdown section with the chopped up version of the riff, and Kirk Hammett's solo is a very great solo. And following his guitar solo, the song just ends, and I think it was a good move, and a perfect way to start off this album. Next up is The Four Horsemen, a song about the Four Horsemen. The guitar riff is also another iconic one, and another really fun one to play. The song also, Ding Ding Ding, contains the first instance of James Hetfield screaming "yeah," which is one of his most iconic memes. I also really love when the song goes into the gallopy riff, and when they performed this song live with Jason Newsted, as Cliff had passed away a couple of years earlier, they had Lars run across the stage onto a completely different drum set, and he continues the song without missing a beat. This song is the perfect song to follow up Hit the Lights, so already back-to-back 2 bangers. Can there be another one? Yes, there can! Motor Breath is a more underrated track, but it's still an amazing track. This song is about adrenaline when moving in a vehicle, whether that's like a motorcycle or a car or a truck or whatever. I really love the solo and the ending of the song in a completely different key, and then we get a track that I don't really like as much. Jump in the Fire is not really an interesting song. I do like some of the riffs in it, but overall, I have nothing to say about this song. I don't really care for it. Although, watching that one time when they played this live and James' guitar wasn't working, so he just did, like, disco dances, is really hilarious to watch.
James Hetfield can no way sing that high.
The song is only about 5 minutes long. It could have maybe been a little bit shorter, but it's not too long in my opinion. And we do get our only instrumental track on the song, Anesthesia, otherwise known as Pulling Teeth. The song has drums, a little bit guitar work, but that's not what the song is known for, not by a long shot. This is the Cliff Burton bass solo, and this is one of his best bass performances ever. Pretty nice break after the first 4 songs. The song then transitions into the section with the drums and some sort of weird wah noises going on with the bass. Pretty good song. But to end on the first side, we get Whiplash, which I think would have been better if it opened up the second side. But Whiplash, similar to that of Hit the Lights, is about adrenaline of performing, and it's a great song. It has some really good guitar riffs, and I really like this song. Pretty good ending for the first side, I must say. But we do have to flip the record over. The Phantom Lord is an okay song, I guess, but playing it live made me like the song less. I hate playing the riffs, they're really weird. I do really like the ending with James screaming, "Fall to your knees for the Phantom Lord." That sounds really brutal. It was really fun to do that scream live, albeit pretty hard considering I was actually sick when we played the gig.
Okay, so
But the rest of the song just doesn't do it for me a whole lot, but it's a fine song. And then we get No Remorse. This is an amazing song. My band, when we played our concert for Kill 'Em All, we actually got to play for Metallica All Chapters Day, and we played this song. And I can't believe Metallica themselves and the entire All Within My Hands charity got to see us play No Remorse. If that isn't a huge accomplishment, I don't know what is. Right after we get definitely the most well-known song on the album, Seek and Destroy. Speaking of my band, this song is probably the song we played live the most. We played it with a guy named Blake from a band called Just for the Record. Great band, by the way. Go check them out. Please! offered to play the song live with us on bass because we didn't have a bass player at the time. And not long after the gig where he played the song on bass for us, we went to go see them play at the exact same venue, and he had our entire band, including our bassist Carson, as we had just got him to play the bass for us. And we all played the song, including the members of Just for the Record, and that was a really fun time. And the song was also the very first song we played with our bassist Carson.
Alright, so this is first song we are playing officially as Phantom with our new bassist, Carson.
Hello.
We also played it at the Dolly Donut Show. Of course, we were playing the entire Kill 'Em All album. Why wouldn't we play the song? And we've even played the song at our most recent gig this month. Song, I don't have too much to say about the song. I love the riffs and I really love the solo section, even if it's just ripping off a Saxon song. But then we come to the final song on the album, Metal Militia. That is a really cool title, but the song itself just isn't that good of an ending, in my opinion. I don't really like the first riff. It just kind of sounds like an okay riff that wasn't really fully thought out. I do actually really like the main riff of the song, but again, with Phantom Lord, it's really awkward to play. Normally I follow along with our drummer Caden, but it's really hard to do so with this song because the riff doesn't go with the drums at all. The song was a filler song that they added at the last minute, similar to Escape off of Ride the Lightning. But whereas Escape, I really love that song. Metal Militia, I just can't really get into that much, honestly. Hey, future me here. So I didn't mention how after the guitar solo, the band drops out and it's just the bass, and then eventually the drums and guitars come back in, and they keep modulating up the key chromatically. That part's really cool, and I do like it. So that's Metallica's Kill 'Em All. For a first album, this is a really great album, but many people say this is their best album, and I honestly cannot agree. While the first side is very good, has some of their best songs, Hit the Lights, Four Horsemen, Motor Breath, Pulling Teeth, Whiplash, I don't think the second side really is that good. I do really like No Remorse, I also really like Seek and Destroy, but besides that, I honestly don't think the second side is very good, and Metal Militia, like I said, just doesn't really interest me. So now it's time for the section I recently introduced in my wall review, Tracklist Critique! First of all, we're going to swap around Whiplash and Phantom Lord. I think Phantom Lord would be a fine closer for the first side, but it's just not a song that interests me enough in order to be the opener of the second side. But I do think it's good enough to be the last song of the first side. And we're also going to remove Metal Militia. I really don't care for that song that much, and there is a part that I do like, but it's just the song doesn't really seem like that great of a closer. I'm going to give the album a 5 out of 5. I was almost going to give it a 4 out of 5 considering there's a few songs that I don't really care for on the album, but the good songs do actually really make up for it. Now, would I recommend you buy this album on vinyl? yes, I would. Especially if you're a metal fan, you need to own this album on vinyl. And this is a great album, despite some flaws in the track listing. I love this album. So, 5 out of 5. Goodbye, everyone.